Continue to severely punish the bookmaker and provide a report from my Telegram channel in which we scold bookmakers in tennis. Yesterday was another place day. Despite the minuses, I also post weekly reports so that the work at a distance can be seen. I especially want to emphasize that I don't deal in a fraud and match fixing. My channel publishes bets and only bets. Statistics in Telegram channel can be easily checked as they are not drawn, and this is easily explained. First, lawn tennis is much easier to predict than football or hockey because only two people play tennis. Secondly, there is no draw in tennis, which greatly increases the possibility of bets. And thirdly, we mainly broadcast live there, which gives us the opportunity to see the entire course of the game and adjust our bets, insure them or sell on time. And this is also improves our statistics. So if you have a desire to start getting profitable on bets, you will find the link below. Predictions are released daily. My first prediction for the Premier League: Manchester United host Wolverhampton. Manchester United are in the 4th place in the table and will fight for the right to play in the Champions League. The club no longer has a chance to reach 1st or 2nd place. Liverpool are only 1 point behind the club, but Manchester United still have a game in hand. This season the club has already won the English League Cup and successfully reached the final of FA Cup, where Manchester United will meet Manchester City. The club really needs a victory because it lost 2 matches in the past to not the strongest opponents. At home, Manchester United plays very confidently. They have won 12 of the 16 home matches. Wolverhampton were able to break away by 10 points from the relegation zone, and in fact the club lost tournament motivation. I will also add that the Wolves are one of the worst teams in the championship in away games. They are 3rd from the bottom of the table in this indicator. So I think that Manchester United will not lose and no more than 3.5 goals will be scored. If we look at the statistics of Manchester's games at home, we can see that in the Premier League the club rarely scores a lot, so in general I think that in this game there should not be more than 3 goals scored. Liverpool have already got very close in the standings, so the home team needs a result, and in responsible games they will get it at any cost. This means that there will be yellow cards in this game. I think we will see more than 1.5 yellow cards from Manchester United. My second prediction for the Premier League also: Chelsea host Nottingham Forest. Chelsea are now having one of the most unsuccessful seasons in history. They didn't even make it into the top 10 strongest teams in the Premier League and occupy only 11th place. The team has poor game performance. Even the change of coach didn't help them. The last meeting ended with a victory over Bournemouth, and before that the club lost 6 times in a row. The team left the Champions League after losing to Real Madrid in the quarter-finals. Nottingham Forest are fighting for survival in the elite division of England. They occupy only 16th place in the standing. The club is very bad in defense. They conceded more than 65 goals, and this is one of the worst results in the division. Therefore, Chelsea must score at least twice against Nottingham. I think we will see more than 1.5 goals from Chelsea. Both teams have very high yellow card averages, so I think we will see at least 3 yellow cards in this game. If we take into account the statistic of Chelsea's games at home and the statistic of Nottingham's away matches, the Chelsea's victory has a very high chances in my opinion. My third predictions will be for the match from the Bundesliga: Bayern hosts Schalke. Bayern is one of the contenders for the league title. The club is fighting with Dortmund Borussia, which they are only 1 point ahead of. The club has been eliminated from the German Cup and the Champions League, so they can muster all the forces to fight in the Bundesliga. Schalke are fighting for survival. The club is only 2 points ahead of the relegation zone. The club has a weak defense. Attack also has problems. In recent matches, the team demonstrates good performance and scores a lot, although they also concede a lot of goals. Both teams have high tournament motivation, but they have a huge difference in class. Bayern are playing very well at home, while Schalke have terrible statistics away from home. Bayern have 11 wins in a row against Schalke, and the streak should continue. I looked at Bayern corner statistics at home and came to the conclusion that Bayern must take at least 7 corners in this match. Schalke is a rival with whom you can and should score a lot and please your fans. I think Bayern will score at least 3 goals in this match. I recommend that you bet no more than 2 or 3% of the pot, but don't forget about the high risk in pre-match betting. If you want to make a result, then I am waiting you in my Telegram channel. We severely punish the tennis bookmaker there. I guarantee you that not a single football capper will give you such statistics. Good luck and green bets.